Hello, I'm Jacquie Brennan. I play Linda Miles. I've just been to makeup and now I'm going to go get into my costume. This building is freezing. The coldest building in the entire world. So usually when we're filming, we put on thermals under our clothes because we'll freeze. This is where the magic happens. See, it says art room, but we really know it's wardrobe. So this is where the cast get changed and guests. Female, this is the female change room. This is me, right here. Old Linda's costume. And this is my keep warm because it gets, as I said, very cold. And if we're going to the exercise yard, you definitely need that. So, we're in season 7, and I still can't do up my own tie. In fact, I can't even do up my button right now, hang on. So they have to do this for me. It's just not my skill base. Oh, see, I haven't put it on the wrong way. Yes, so wardrobe have to do that for me. So I just do that. Bit bad, isn't it? There's something about wearing this belt that gives you a sense of power. And this is from series 1, and I've still got it. So some things that might interest you. Burma still wears her shoes from series 1. They're the same shoes, they're threadbare, but that's how Katrina likes to play it. So a world of teal tracksuits, officers' uniforms, singlets. Something I find really interesting, when people join the cast, they get to have their own version of teal. If you even think back to series 1, Jack, she had linen pants. There's something about, quite often when people wear linen pants, it sort of makes their status higher. We have the yoga pants that some people choose. These sort of hoodies, or not hoodies, these sort of, what do you call them, jumpers? These hoodies with the zip, and for continuity, you've always got to be very aware of exactly where your zip is. After Bea died, Ellie wore Bea's pants for that season as a sort of a homage to Bea and, you know, as a way of holding on to her. I've always thought that was quite beautiful. Talking about officers, if you think about Vera has changed throughout the series. When she became governor, she wore pants, whereas before that she'd worn a skirt. And they also raised her shoes a little bit, so she had higher shoes, which gave her a higher status. I've made a conscious decision with Linda that she never changes. She's just there, and she probably gets her clothes off the floor and goes to work. She hasn't really changed. The other thing I love is when the prisoners are in their pyjamas. You really get to see a little bit of their personality. Dressing gowns for the shower. There's something quite distinctive about all of their choices. You know, get you really cute sort of flannelette ones, or, you know, silk if someone's of a higher status. So the only way to express their individuality is through slightly different tracksuits and pyjamas, I guess. Even though this says study area, it's not study area. Come through. So this is extras, guest cast, a lot of their contemporary clothes. I love this. So this is the fabric that the teal tracksuits are made from. So they can decide, somebody comes in, they'll make them a custom-made tracksuit. Look at that colour. And this is another thing that I remember Michael Davies telling me. They chose teal because teal suits everybody. There's nobody that doesn't suit teal. This is a world of white shoes. So you'll find everybody wears a version of a white shoe. Celia has her own, who plays Liz, has finally, after all these series, said she can't wear these anymore, so she has nice, comfy white sneakers, so keep an eye on her feet. These are a lot of contemporary guest cast. We've got nurses' uniforms, officers' shoes. You try running in these. I've been running in those since series 1, and let me tell you, I've fallen over in the exercise yard more times than I care to remember. Okay, moving along. Now, this is what we call our frozen or dead part. Now, there's Joan. I'm not saying anything for any of our conspiracy theorists, but this is Joan's rack. This is Bridget's rack. She always has the best clothes. It's all a designer, with fabulous jackets, and Libby wears them so well. Frankie's, I've got Frankie's rack. Nice flannelette hoodie you may have seen before. And all of her pants. So that was her linen phase. In fact, I think she may have always worn the drawstring pants. I don't think she wore the tracky pants, but I could be wrong. Belts, a world of belts. And Michael was just telling me about the officers, that the green was to match the outside of